Unlocking marital bliss.
You're so much welcome to Unlocking Marital Bliss with Miss Iris Rod. It's always a pleasure to have you with me every afternoon right here on UBC, doing all this from the prestigious Sheraton Kampala Hotel. Guess what? Tonight we're going to have something very important and very powerful. We have a lot of people that do date. And what is dating? They go out for a date. And many times it never matures to anything. It never builds up to anything. Who's to be held responsible? We have a lot of young men that are not dating anymore, a lot of young women that are not dating anymore. And the question is, what is the problem? I'll be answering that this very afternoon. I have a very special guest. She's not yet married, but she has faced dating. And we're going to talk about what she's gone through, and we're going to get her life story very quickly within a moment. Join me right now. Hey, you're so welcome once again. You're watching Unlocking Marital Bliss with Miss Iris Rod, and it's a pleasure to always have you tuned in, because this is the #1 show in the land, all over Africa, world over. You want to know and see bliss in your marriage? This is where to be. This very day, I have a very special guest, beautiful young girl who's joining me on set, and some of you have seen her before, and I have her here once again. She's going to talk to us. And we're going to find out something more on dating. Yes, dating. So, together with me, would you please welcome my guest. I'm going to give her an opportunity to introduce herself once again. Hey, you're so much welcome.
Thank you, Mrs.
So who do I have today?
You have Natkunda Rachel.
Natkunda Rachel.
Artist, like I said, and a stylist, everything.
You're a stylist and everything. Natkunda Rachel, I've hosted you before, and it was very good. I hosted you with a young man, and today I'm having you alone.
Pleasure.
Oh, okay. Now you do your fashion. You say you're a fashionista. What do you mean by a fashionista?
A fashionista means everything about fashion. Could be dressing up, looking good, following trends, not following trends, everything. Looking good, like I said before. It's about looking good.
It's about looking good.
Yes.
Does a fashionista set trends, or you gotta follow trends?
No, you're not supposed to follow trends all the time. There are people who don't follow trends, but then you have to style them. And those who follow trends, again, style them. So it's not about trends.
Okay, that is so beautiful. So now I'm having you in. It's not about the trends. You can style them. You can do all that stuff and make sure you make them look good. Correct, huh? Now, when you make them look good, that is so important. And perhaps they're fit enough whereby somebody looks at them and they go like, I think I can reach out to that girl.
You do?
Or I can reach out to that dude because she looked good. And Rachel did the work, huh?
Rachel.
Okay, so Rachel,
Yes.
I still want to talk about dating.
Yeah.
How would you define dating?
Dating, I think dating is when you accept someone and then start a relationship with someone and then build yourself together. That's when you can build. Me and her, we're dating, or me and him, we're dating. Yeah, trying to build a relationship.
You're trying to build a relationship. And what is the end goal?
The end goal is to
To
build.
you as Rachel.
After dating, of course, usually we want it to be marriage. When you get to know someone, you date and date. When you've got to know yourselves, then you marry each other.
Then you marry each other when you've got to know yourselves. To you, Rachel, you know, you're in the hot seat today, so you're going to be answering this, and I know you can handle. Now, when you say that you're dating and then you come out, you hang out with somebody, you accept to go out with them, to build a relationship so that you may be better, okay? And in the end, you may get married, correct? Now, in this nation of ours, or in our day and age, how many people succeed in dating?
I think patient people
Patient people.
succeed.
I love that answer.
Patient people
Patient
succeed.
people succeed.
Yes, if you're not patient, you'll never succeed.
You'll never succeed.
You'll never.
Let me ask you now. I love what my guest is saying. Patience. You know the number one thing, because I'm a man of the Bible. And when you talk about love, you got to talk about the Bible. And the first expression of love in the Bible is patience. So when you talk about patience, I really agree with you. It takes patience. But I would also come in and ask, now that it takes patience, you come in and you start dating, and it takes what? Patience. What are some of the challenges that would be there that require patience?
Challenges be that sometimes you may get your partner, and your partner is seeing other people. He's not so sure about you. So when you're not patient enough, you may end up leaving him. But then when you're patient, he'll really be like, this woman, I think she's the one.
Now hold on a second. So you may find a guy, and this guy meets Rachel, but at the same time, this guy is meeting Anita, Cindy, Rita, Paula, and now you be patient.
I'll be patient. I'll find out he's meeting them, but just that I know what I want, I'll stick to him.
You know what you want and you stick to him.
Yes.
What
Because
if-
usually we follow our hearts, Mr. Cyrus. We follow our hearts.
But you know, your hearts can be deceptive. Your heart has deceived you before, correct?
Correct.
Yes. You know, our hearts are not always going to be truthful. At times they can mislead you. Because now, if you have, why is it that a man can date 5 girls and then you hang on believing that it will work out?
Mr. Cyrus, some men usually date beauty, if I may say,
What do you mean?
physical appearance. A man is going to be attracted to a girl, to a lady who is out there because she's pretty. But then when he gets to know more about the girl and her ways, her characters, he will find that characters.
In other words, she has a physical beauty, but she doesn't have the inner beauty.
And that's
No
the
character.
brain. Yeah, and have the brain.
that's
So
where-
usually, you who sticks with him, he will be, well, this lady, her reasoning and everything, it's all about beauty, but she's pretty, and I think I can be with her.
Okay, you can be with her, but I want to find out, why is it that, based on what you're presenting right now, seems like the man can have leeway to run 5 girls until he zeroes into Rachel?
Because Rachel, like I said, Rachel is patient.
Are you sure your patience is going to save you, Rachel?
Sometimes it does, Mr. Cyrus. You know, like usually I see you hosting married people.
Yes.
You get? Those
Yes.
married people, they go through a lot. Those
Yes.
married people, they go through a lot. And in a lot, there is patience and God.
Thank you. Now there's God, there's patience.
Yes.
But now, I've not yet put a ring on your finger. Okay? I have Cindy, I have Anita, I have Rita, I have Paula on this other side. And then I have Rachel. And Rachel believes she's going to be patient. She will win me over because she's going to be patient. And then, why don't I concentrate on Rachel and I also be patient with Rachel?
A few men do that.
A few men. Why does it have to be a few? Why wouldn't every man come out and say, Rachel? And they zero in. And they say, let's begin working on Rachel.
Usually men think girls or women out there, they can't be trustworthy people. They can't rely on one lady because they know they will get heartbroken. Men think when they rely on one lady, usually they end up being heartbroken. So when they have different girls, once he's heartbroken by someone, he'll go to a different girl, go to Cindy, go to Brenda.
So in other words, if I get heartbroken, I run away from Rachel and I go to Cindy. And if Cindy breaks my heart, I go to Paula.
Yes.
I think that's a definition of what they call a wimp, a coward. Because I'm not supposed to be afraid. Why should I be afraid? I'm asking, do you girls also have to run around and you have Job, Bob, Peter, Geoffrey, and Cyrus, and all of them are all there, and you're like, in case Bob don't do this, in case Peter don't do this, I'm gonna do A, B, C, and I'll be able to survive, and finally, I'll take Cyrus home. And Bob will pay my car, Peter will pay this,
My hair,
so-and-so will deal with my hair.
so and so
What?
about my dress code. Yes.
Do you call that dating?
No, it's not dating.
What is that?
Sometimes, now those women too, they're there.
Now I love that.
I once was like that before.
You once were like that.
Yes.
So you could have,
Friend man,
uh-huh.
I'll be like, this one, let me give it a try. Whoever does it better or whoever will love me more, I'll end up being that person. Because usually they say you have to end up with someone who really loves you, not you love so much.
Now who says stuff like that? You know,
Parents.
your parents. Now that is so deadly. Your parents, you gotta be careful right now.
Parents tell you, you know, Rachel, don't fall for a man that you really love. Instead, you have to fall for a man that really loves you. No other means.
Yeah, yes, I understand. In other words, it's not about you putting in everything.
You show a man that you love them so much, they start choosing you to hurt you. They start hurting you. They use your weakness to hurt you.
Stereotyping?
Could be. Could be.
Because if I come out and I say, I love you so much, and then, or you show me that you love me so much, and then they tell you, oh, he's going to hurt you, he's going to take advantage of you. No, that's a boy, that's a coward, okay? That's somebody. So I don't want us to define all the men in one thing. Tonight we're going to separate them so that our viewers may get the real picture. So that when you love a man, you give him everything. And you're not scared that he's going to use you.
Give them everything, but they mislead it. They mishandle it. You know what I mean?
They
can't handle.
It's too much love. So
It's
they're
too
like,
much love for them.
It's
They're
too
like,
hard to handle.
even if I did this, she'll come back because I know she loves me. That's what they do. And they end up hurting girls.
Now, I think that is where fear is and not love. It's called fear. And I'll explain that. It's called fear because here is a girl that loves me. She's given me everything of hers. Do you know what I'm supposed to do? To love her back.
Thank you.
To love her back and not to use her.
Not to use her.
But in most cases, the people that are in the dating world, when it comes to the man, they feel like, oh, I'm God's gift to the world. Seems like every girl loves me. Do you know that is one of the things most men are not even married? Because they think Cindy made a pass. Cindy wants me, Rachel wants me, Brenda wants me. And I'm like, ooh, Lord, everybody wants me.
I like for everyone.
What do you think of such men? Everybody wants me.
They're still young.
Oh, Lord.
Young. They haven't met people. They haven't seen life. They're still young.
They're still what?
Young.
They're still young.
Young.
Oh. In other words, they need to go back to mama and mama raise them.
Yes.
They're not ready for marriage.
They're not ready.
Because when
Not
you're
yet
ready,
at all. 'Cause
when you're ready for marriage,
yes,
you shouldn't run with 5 girls.
we shouldn't.
You shouldn't run with 5 boys. You know, you said, I've been there before,
Yes.
where you say, okay, this one, now when you're so young, 21, you feel like, oh my God, everybody watching me. I'm so beautiful. Everybody's watching me.
Yes.
You know, when you're young, everybody's watching me. And you think you can be okay with Peter, Jeff, Cyrus, Brian, and you try to juggle them.
That's what women do.
But in the end, what do you get?
Nothing.
You're the person who gets broken.
You get heartbroken. So much. So much. Actually, some people end up even getting unwanted pregnancy,
Yeah.
sickness like HIV,
Yes.
due to having different men around, sleeping around.
so true.
You get. So usually I would advise girls or women out there
Yeah.
to stick on one person.
Stick on one.
Like I said before, you're going to build each other.
Yeah.
Once you overgive in, a man himself will also give you more.
I understand. And let me say this, not many women will reason like you. Many women will believe, well, there's nothing much. As long as a man will buy me a car, buy me, and take care of my mama, and take care of, what am I getting into when I'm dating you? Am I marrying your clone?
No, you're not supposed to marry. Actually, that's the mistake we women do. When you
Exactly.
get married to a man, my mom is sick, my sister is sick, we need to school fees. No, you're not supposed to do all that.
You're supposed
You're
to
not
build
supposed.
your marriage.
You have to build your marriage before you start
So you
bringing
didn't- you
in your
didn't get some
family
kind
into
of,
your marriage.
helper who
see,
came to save your home.
now you see, like we women, we usually have friends, maybe my young siblings. You bring them at your home. You're not supposed to do that. Usually, it's not right.
At times
First,
the-
build
at
your
times the
relationship. Conditions. You can solve the conditions when
they are away.
Away. Maybe
For
maybe
now,
it's so
you start
worse.
with building.
Maybe if it's worse,
Yes.
and you know your man, you can talk to your man about this and that. He'll be like, it's okay. But then you're just building a relationship, whole family in the house.
I know, that's not proper. It will tear your family down. You need to give family time, build you and him together so that the rest can come in when you are solid and nothing can break you. But let me look at something like this. When we talk about dating, what are some of the things that are supposed to happen? Is it possible? Does everybody date? For example, I never really dated.
Some date, some don't.
Maybe we need some serious man who will wake up and say, I love you, Rachel. I want to come see your mama. I want to come see your papa. I want to take you as my wife in marriage.
First day of meeting me or after?
Yeah, first day.
Of course, I won't take that. I'll
Now
be
what-
like, no, he told that to everyone. So of course, I won't be taken when you tell me you want to come at my parents and do what. I won't be taken because I don't want to take someone home that I'm not comfortable with. We need to take a friend. So
Now, this is what happens. What do you say? Because most of the people say they married their friends, and today their marriage is no more.
Character. Sometimes it worsens.
Well, then what happened? You see, there's something people need to know. That when it comes to dating, it's about, if I say, let me check out how Rachel is. How does she behave? Okay, she's beautiful on the outside, but I want to know her behavior. Okay? I want to know her behavior. If she has some weakness, and then she's so, short-tempered, how do I handle Rachel? So when you throw a tantrum, do I run away? Am I justified to run away? Thank you. Now, when I'm dating you, the best I can do is, this is what happens. In dating, all I'm thinking about is, I got to put my best foot forward, because if I bring everything out, you may reject me. So I put my best foot, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. So I put my best foot forward, and when I put my best foot forward, you fall for my best foot.
Okay.
And when you fall for my best foot, the next thing that happens is this. You're seeing only a facade I've put forward. You get me? And what do? You're coming on the first date or first dinner we're having together. You even borrow a dress. You want to impress me.
Buy shoes.
Do everything, and you come and you're all, yeah. Now,
Good.
this is just the beginning. You're putting up your best foot forward. I'm putting my best foot forward. And then we start the whole relationship by putting on the best foot forward. So I've not yet put my reality out. You see this? So when I don't put my reality out, we run on eggshells around each other. I fear that you might reject me. You fear that I might reject you. You're afraid. I'm afraid. But we're moving on. We smile. We go for dinner. We go for everything. You meet my friends. I'm able to say, this is my girl. Oh, yeah, we have better plans. But guess what? Deep within, you really don't know me. And I really don't know you. All I've done is tell you lies. And to some, we even get into marriage. Whatever I've been putting up as the best foot forward has been because I'm afraid to be rejected. And because I'm afraid to be rejected, so I put my best foot forward. Now you're afraid to be rejected, you put your best foot forward. So we both never ask the hard questions. What do? We put on a facade. We keep up an appearance. When I marry you, finally I've put you in the house, I'm like, whew, that was too much. I worked hard, I sweated, I did everything. Girl, I can't put on a show anymore. Now I want to be me. Now I no longer have time to care for you. I no longer have time to watch over you. And you know what you say? You say, Cyrus, you have changed. And I'm like, no, I've never changed. The Cyrus I knew before has changed. The reality is you knew the facade I put on. You get what I'm saying? You went for the facade because we would go for dinner. When it gets cold, I would take off my jacket and wrap it around you and you're like, oh, Lord, huh? This guy is real. This guy is for real. But you know what I'm doing to you? I'm charming you. Charm. You know what charm is? I'm charming you. And you're like, oh my goodness, you go back to your girlfriends and you tell them,
this guy, oh my God, he's everything. He's romantic.
Thank you. And in real sense,
Huh?
in real sense, I am not, I'm just charming you.
Yes.
I want to see myself slide my way into your life and in your body. But I don't love you yet. I don't even know what love is. Because as long as I'm scared to be rejected, I don't know what love is.
Now, Mrs. Sarah, I saw that men really heartbreak women, like so much. Now, for instance, let me tell you this. I had a man.
You were in a relationship?
I was in a relationship with someone.
Okay.
He saw me, we were at the party, and then this man saw me.
Yeah.
Actually, he was around 28, 27.
Older than you?
Older than me.
Yes.
So he would do everything for me. He would really do everything to make sure.
He charmed you.
He charmed me. I reached the next into saying, now he's the one. I think let me settle for this one.
You got to that level?
You know, he would be at work. He would send roses. He would send like gifts for you, lunch for you. He calls you, are you okay? No, I'm not feeling okay. Okay, let me send my border guy to send for you medicine. You'll be like, wow, wow. I fell in love. Everything. Like, guess what? He didn't tell me, come and visit me at my place. Never.
He never talked about anything like sex or what?
Nothing.
He just wanted, he proved to you that, you know what? Because he knows if I talk about sex, she's going to pull back. So let me first charm her.
That's what he did. He would send me money.
When you did not ask for it?
When I didn't ask for it, he would send me money. I'll be like, oh my God, now. Oh my God, do such men. I'll be like, hey, I met a guy and he's young, looking good. He got everything.
Oh my God, hold on there. I know y'all are still watching. I'm gonna bring her back. We're gonna take a break and I'm gonna bring her back. I wanna know this man, the charmed Rachel, and we're gonna take it from there.
Unlocking marital bliss. Unlocking marital bliss.
We'll be back. You're still watching Unlocking Marital Bliss with Miss Iris Rod. And yes, by the time we took a break, Rachel was on fire, telling us exactly what she has gone through when it comes to dating. Rachel, Tell me. Go ahead.
Now I met this guy. The first time he met me,
At a
we were on
party.
a party.
Uh-huh.
He told the friends, I want her. You know, I was all feeling good. I'll be like, oh, another kind of guys I date.
I feel you.
Woo! I'm like, not another kind of guy that I date. No. He's not my type. You know, when you're also still young, you'll be like, he's not my type.
Yeah.
So the guy tried to prove me that I was his type. He got my number from a friend. He WhatsApped me, was like, hello, this is the guy who was at the party.
Yeah.
I liked you. I was just blue-ticking him, blue-ticked him. No!
No response.
No response. Now, one day, again, we met at the party with my friends. Remember, my friend was a friend to my friend.
Okay.
So he came at the party still.
Okay, because of your friend. Uh-huh.
He bought stuff. He bought beers, wines, everything. Like, he wanted to show people that, yes,
I'm the dude.
I'm the dude.
Charming. Now, young girls out there, you gotta know how men charm you. Go on.
So I started giving him time.
Second thought, huh?
I was like, He was like, hey Rachel, how are you? I'm not okay. Why? I'm not feeling okay. He sent me mobile money.
To make you feel okay.
Like, okay. And
It was DD.
mobile money.
Huh?
With a young girl to be like, hey.
I've made it.
I've made it.
Uh-huh.
He keep on sending me money, so until he really warmed my heart.
He charmed you.
He charmed me. When he would fall sick, he would send his brother guy. He would surprise me, buy me clothes, do this. You know, he would never talk about sex or coming at his place.
Yes.
Nothing. You
Now
know.
that he was saying, your wish is my command.
Thank you. You call him, hello? Why, it's raining. Okay, let me come and pick you up. Now he drives, he comes. No.
All you needed to say, it's raining.
It's raining.
That's all you needed to say.
It's enough.
And he'll be at your door.
At the door. Mr. Sarah.
Woo, guys. Uh-huh.
One day, I told him I want to come at your place. I came at his place. It was a Sunday.
Now, before you go there, let me interject. Because our viewers are all watching. They want to know what happens next. One day you tell him, I want to come at your place. But look at this. Before, now you were in love. But you know what was happening?
No.
It was charm. But let's keep going. Go on. Go on.
So when I reached at this place, actually, he did nothing. Still, he didn't even touch me. We were just talking,
Yes.
eating, watching movies, but nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
And
So
and
one
you know,
time I was
that
like,
made
you know,
you
you should-
believe that this is the real man.
He's the real man, and he didn't have
He
a
doesn't even
wife.
talk about this. He's not
Nothing.
even married. He doesn't touch me. He doesn't take advantage of me. And you know, let me explain something to you. Because most of our girls there are watching. Oh, this guy doesn't do anything. Da, 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 da. But you know,
Me, you know, Rachel, I've not been in a relationship for, it's now a year. I've not been in a relationship. I've not been sleeping around. I'm looking for a girlfriend to be with, spend the rest of my life with, you know, which he brought me his place. Now, as from work, yeah? Guess what? I told him, you know what? On Sunday I'm going to see you, but I'm at work. Now my phone blacked out.
Yes.
When my phone blacked out, I didn't call him. I think he tried calling me.
and your phone had
And
blacked
my
out.
phone had blacked out. So what I did, since I knew the place, I just went straight to his place because I knew I was the one, you know.
You had a key?
No.
Okay, but you
I
just
thought
knew
it's a
he was
Sunday,
there.
he's there.
Yes.
So what I did, I reached, guess what?
Come on,
On
tell
reaching at the door,
And he's
actually at the
unexpected you.
gate. No, I saw a girl at the door waiting for him.
Rachel.
I met a girl. Actually,
At
I
the
looked
door.
at the door. I looked at the gate.
The gate.
I opened a small gate like this. I saw a lady standing at his door, meaning the lady was waiting for him.
Uh-huh.
I stepped back. When I stepped back, like at 10 minutes, I was trying to charge my phone in nearby shops, you know. I get battery, I call him.
Yes.
He was arriving. I left the phone there charging. You know, I was so shocked because I thought this guy, he really loves me. I'm the only one. So why would I be seeing a girl at his door?
Yes.
So when he opened the gate, I stood on the side watching. He opened the gate. He opened the door.
And you were at a distance.
I was at a
At
distance,
vantage point.
watching very well.
Okay.
He opened the gate. So he opened the door, and I was like, ladies first. Telling another lady, ladies first.
And you're watching.
I'm watching, you know, as I froze. I froze.
Maybe you tried to
No.
have
Mr.
some denial, like maybe that's his
I
sister.
thought maybe the sister. Maybe they're friends.
This guy's so good.
He's so good. He told me not seeing women. He's not seeing any girl. It's only me. They closed the door. I went and knocked.
Talk to me now.
I knocked.
At the door?
At the door. I knocked. He came out. He was so...
What was the look on his face? Hi, baby.
Why didn't you call me when you're coming?
Oh, come on now.
That was the first. Why did you call me? Why would I call you? You know, what? If I told I was the main girl, why would I call you?
Good question.
Why? I thought I come anytime I feel like I want, and you're asking me that outside. You haven't yet told me come in.
You've not given me the courtesy to let me in.
What I also asked, who is she?
Okay, now, guys, you better get ready. Yes, fasten your seatbelts now for the real part of this movie. No, it's real life. It ain't a movie.
This is real life. The thing had never happened to me, actually. It had never.
You thought it was some Nigerian movie. You would watch it in Nigerian movie, but it was happening in real life.
He lied to me. You know, I accepted the lie. I thought I was the only one.
He charmed you.
He was like, she's this.
She's what?
He said the name. Of course, I can't speak my name.
Yes. Okay, so
he said the name.
He just mentioned the name.
Yes. I was like, how do you call her? My friend. I was like, okay, may I come in?
No.
I was like, if you want.
If you want.
If you want.
Yet you're the only girl in the world.
Yet I was the only girl in the world. I also was like, okay. The moment I stepped in, Papa, he moved out, he didn't come back.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord have mercy. Now, look at these cowards. Look at you cowards watching me. You better be careful now. You cowards, you're watching. You don't have enough courage to stick with one woman. Let me tell you this. The real man, the courage of a man is not seen in how many women you can sleep with, but in the one woman you can stick with. I'll say it again. The courage of a man is never identified by how many women you can put to bed, but by one woman you can stick with. But a coward now sees two, and he walked out of the door, got into his car,
He walked out.
and got into his car. And so you're here with another girl, and you're thinking, who's the fairest of us all?
I moved in. I was like, hello. She was like, hi. How are you? I'm okay. How are you? I'm Rachel. So and so girlfriend.
Oh.
And you? I thought I was a girlfriend too. Oh my God. I was like, okay. Then I was like, okay. I didn't know. Actually, now I called that man. Because I had really fallen in love with that guy.
You had given your
I
everything.
had given in my everything, my time and everything. Now I call that guy. He tells me she was there before you.
Oh my God. And says that on the phone.
On the phone. She was there before you. Imagine a man who had told me he has spent years, a year without seeing any person and not sleeping with any person, and now he tells you she was there before you.
So this man is...
I could not believe this. I could not believe this because it was at around 8:30 at night.
In the night.
In the night. I called him. I was like, okay, how come you didn't tell me this? I was like, where are you? I drove to my mom's place. I'm not coming back.
Oh, hold on. He ran to mama. He ran to mama. You see, that's where the problem is with a lot of you cowards. He ran to mama. Now, he's got the guts to say, you got the guts to say, you call this girl calls you and you say, and she goes, where are you? I ran to mama. I ran to mama. You're a man? No. This embarrassment must stop. This nonsense and embarrassment must stop.
He would tell me, you know what, Treasure, she was there before you. I was just playing around with you. She's the one I love, period. But he didn't have that confidence to say all that in my, because I think because of the lies he had said before. I walked out, all confused. I thought I was dreaming, it was real. I had fallen in love with a guy, like so much. I'd be like, I give up on men. I give up. Now, like after giving up, I got my man, another person, like after a tug of war, actually. The one
Now you see, before you go in with this other person,
Yes.
here is you with this guy. He literally charmed you. I want to teach you something here. There's a difference between love and charm. Many young girls watching us are charmed.
Yeah.
They're not loved. Because, charming is like, if you've seen some of this maybe on National Geographic or History Channel, where they get some documentaries about snakes, and a man will just blow a whistle, a snake charmer, literally manipulates that beast and turns it into something that he wants it to be, Now, they can never really be real. But when it comes to a man and a woman, most of the guys know what you girls want.
They know.
We go out, it gets cold, like we're here at Sheraton, it gets cold, I take off my jacket, I put it around you. Remember, your daddy never even did that for you. I put it around you, like, oh God. You feel loved, you feel wanted, and then I send you the mobile money every time, now and then. And the reason, the flowers at your workplace, and all your girlfriends go, oh Lord, you're so lucky. Oh my. Now you know that talk. And many of them watching know exactly what you're going through because some are facing it right now. And then there's something, what I call the real killer here. Charmers may not be quick to talk about sex. You know why? Because this is what happens. You will step back. So this is what happens in order to draw you and grab your heart. They do so much good to you, that you begin feeling indebted. You get what I'm saying? You begin feeling indebted to a point that you even, now look over here. You feel indebted and you're like, what can I even give to this man? You get it? And you're thinking, I can't give him money, he has money. Probably the only thing that would make him feel good is my body. That's all I have. Sleeping with him. That's all I have. And what are you doing? You know what is happening? You're doing all of that. You're saying, this is all I got. And then you literally serve yourself on a silver platter to him. You get me? Because you feel indebted. You think flowers, money, mobile money every time, flowers. And then you feel indebted. Thank God you never fell into it. But then the indebtedness where you feel like I've fallen in love, I'm going with you, whatever happens, I'm going with you. You're so real, you're so genuine, but you're feeling indebted. Now, most girls end up with men because they feel they're indebted to them. in that manner. Not necessarily love, but indebtedness. And then this person who charms you, you got to know how to overcome the charm. And this is what you need to do. I give you mobile money once, mobile money twice, mobile money 3 times. I said, let's go out. And then I'll get my jacket off and put it around you. You need to stop and say, okay, Cyrus, why are you doing all this to me? Many of you never stop to do it, to ask because it feels so good. You don't want it to stop. Exactly. Why ask? You're enjoying the moment, and that's where the danger is. The charm is taking you over. The charm is taking you over because you're enjoying the moment, and the charm is eating you up. I want you to see this. The charm is eating you up. And this is what happens. You ask him, where are you doing all this? You know, I can take myself to dinner. I can do all that. But why are you being so nice to me? Hey, girl, you shouldn't be afraid. I'm just being nice to you. I say, you see, I'm a girl. I'm beautiful. And I'm expecting a man that will be serious enough to walk me down the aisle. So if you're going to do stuff to me that I'm expecting from a man who is going to marry me, then I think you're setting me onto a path that I'm not ready for yet. So can you please identify yourself? Can you please identify this relationship? Why do you... No. I'm still telling you how to overcome it. Identify the relationship. Oh, I love you. Okay, are you willing to see my mother? To meet my father? Let me tell you something. Whatever happens, the more sharp you appear, cowards will pull back. Cowards only gain strength when you're not responding. When you're just enjoying the moment, they think like you did before. But when you moved on, the moment you asked him, where are you? I ran to mama. Now, that coward couldn't stand seeing 2 women that he has been playing. And he ran to mama because none of the women had ever asked him. They had questions. They needed questions. Now, I want you to get this. You need to ask a man. He says, I want to take you out, okay? Okay, I'm out. Second time he says, I want to take you out. There are many girls. Why are you taking me out?
Why me all the time?
Why me all the time? When you learn to ask that question, you're calling this man to responsibility. If he is a coward, he will back up. If he is a coward, he will step down. But if he's in for you, he will say, look over here. I'm willing to marry you. I'm willing to go out with you. And whatever it takes, this is who I am. I've had 2 relationships before. A real man will tell you his past so that you know who you're starting with. And a man who hides his past, you just know he will not empower you to talk about your past. Because when we open up, we can connect so well. When I don't open up, you will not have the courage to open up. And it won't last. So we shall maintain the facade whereby my best foot forward, your best foot forward, and this whole thing is a lie. But now imagine what you went through. Many girls out there are facing it even right now. They're facing it. And they don't even know. Some of them are saying, that girl is strong. I can be on TV and speak it out. And even, how did you even overcome it? Maybe you're still carrying a lot of stuff inside you.
Overcome it. It took me 5 months.
5 months is little time.
5 months.
5 months is little time.
It took me 5 months, but then not recovering like so much, like to be strong and,
Is it possible?
Because it took me, like recovering, like fully recovery, and not to think about it. It took me almost a year. But not to cry, think about it, took me 5 months.
Because every time you thought about it, you cried.
I'd cry.
You broke down. Let me tell you this. That having happened, is it possible that you can even still carry some wound with you, even in the relationship you go in, that you can be scared, live in fear? What if this happens? What happened to me? What if it also
Now,
happens?
usually, most people who face such a thing,
Yeah.
they take long to be in a relationship. It takes some time to be in a relationship.
And is it
'Cause
also
they have
possible that
fear.
they can enter into another relationship
Yes.
as a way of getting healing?
Yes. Some enter into another relationship to heal,
But
to
do
get
they
someone
really
to love
heal?
them, but they don't.
They
It's
don't.
like he's now using the man.
Exactly. Because now when you enter a relationship, then if I'm the new man, then you've come with a lot of baggage. Every time you quickly get off, you're so short-tempered. I talk to you and you're like,
You don't
hey,
actually easily trust. You don't.
do you know no woman can be healed until God comes in? You can go through and try to survive, but until you surrender everything to God and you say, I need God. Because nobody knows your heart like God does.
Of course, when you're in such an instant, that's what you. But the first thing you say, or is like, "Oh God, please help me out. Help me out." When the situation is really hard, you feel like, "Oh my God,
But why
help
would
me out.
somebody-
Give me that
Now-
strength."
now
You
look-
know, now like I had to the next day go at work. You know how it would look. Hey, so right now I'm looking good with the makeup on. I would wake up, no makeup done, dressed up.
You started hating yourself.
I started hating myself.
Yes. Now
I started hating
You
myself.
were not bothered how you appeared before people.
Nothing.
You
I
felt
wasn't
you had
bothered.
become useless.
Yes.
You're not the beautiful Rachel that you used to think
Thank
you were.
you.
Because
Exactly.
if you were,
'Cause I
this
felt
is your reasoning.
rejected.
If I was really the beautiful Rachel, this
Yes.
man would never have walked away.
Exactly. Best answer.
Yet you're still the beautiful Rachel. And God still loves you. And God still believes in you.
So some men, when they come in, I think be like, no, I don't have no time. Liars. Men are liars.
Because of what one man did to you, now all men are suffering because of what one man did to you. Yet there are men that can commit and say, Rachel, I'll go with you. And they are willing to clean you up, protect you, and go with you all the way. Wow. Rachel, you know, your life is amazing. Many young girls are going through what you have gone through.
Very many young girls. Very many. Very many. Remember when I gave you an incident of married men?
Yes.
Married men, you have.
You're a young girl, you're not yet
yes.
married.
We're young.
Do married men come to you too?
Very many. Now, very many. I don't know why married men are not contented in their relationship, in their marriage. Why? Question mark. Why are married men not contented in their relationships or in their marriages and then come to the young girls, lie them, telling them how they're not married and finding out you're married, you have a kid, and you've impregnated me
Oh my God.
already. You see how you're spoiling a young girl's future? Because you have money, you know you take care of her, you rent for her, but
you
then
don't
she
love her,
also
you
needs
just
a
use her.
man who is going to be there with her. Not by the end of the day, you're going to go back to your wife. So married men, change.
Rachel is mad. Married man, going in after young girls. Oh my God, I think this is something that we need to do on another set. And because a married man comes to you, have you had any incident like that?
No, but they come. But I used to ask them, are you married? I would ask you, are you married?
And what was the answer?
Some be like, yeah, I'm married, but you know, I want someone around to keep me around, to be with, spend time with you. Yet you're married. You'd be like, wow, okay.
All right, we're going to be coming back next time. I know I'm still running with Natkunda over here. You know, just when I think I'm closing up, then she comes up with this whole thing of the married men disturbing young girls and spoiling their future.
Not only disturbing them, Mr. Cyrus, infecting them with AIDS.
Affecting them. I want to have you on my next set and we do this show. And you're going to talk about the married men and the young girls. And we want to find a solution for the young girls to keep away from these married men. For the young girls to keep away from the married men. But for those girls out there who are hurting, who've just been disappointed, is there a new life? Can they make it again?
Of course, why not? Why not? I got someone else and he's loving me right.
Okay.
So you can also get someone else and will love you right, and you'll be the only one, and you have the key to his house.
Thank you so much. That is it. And I'll see you next time. Thank you once again for having watched Unlocking Marital Bliss. I am so excited. This was such a powerful show and quite an amazing one. For those of you that have watched, I would say this to you. I have my guest over there, and we enjoyed every bit of it. She believed she was loved, but she was charmed. Have you been charmed? Is this what goes on in dating? I want you to know and understand one thing. You can be charmed and not even undergo any dating. But good enough you can know. Ask the hard questions. I repeat, ask the hard questions in order to survive any charming. Ask the hard questions. Thank you for tuning in, and always remember, marriage is easy, ignorance is hard. See you next time.
Unlocking marital bliss.